Okay, greatly appreciate no technology. Greatly appreciate for a little bit. You give me about 30 minutes, we're going to get going, we're good to go. I've got to show you something first. And you may ask me, what the heck is he showing that crap for? Just shut up and listen. I love it. It's all based upon what happened yesterday.
J-E-N-A, even though it's not spelled right.
Less than 2 minutes, about 2.5 minutes.
How can I decide what's right when you're colliding on my mind? I can't win, you're losing fight all the time. I can't ever own what's mine when you're always taking sides, but you won't take away my pride. No, not this time.
Brother.
Not this time. How did we get here? You said love your soul. Yeah. How did we get here? Nothing can love. What we've done, we're gonna make such fools of ourselves. Yeah.
Years old, going after a dream. As I watched those tapes last night, and you guys talked about it, kind of wondered what you want to do through. I can never do that. I will slap you so hard in the back of the head. I swear to God. Because it went all the way through yesterday. I was watching you. Some of you guys are pretty focused on what you want to do. Stop thinking the negative. Just go get the damn thing. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. I had some people that were talking during second period and stuff. And it was kind of, I talked to some friends. I went up to the hospital, gave my blood. I came back. I talked to some more friends last night. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the negative of, oh, I can't do that. Now, I know she's taking it to the extreme, but her best friend had to beg her to audition. She wasn't going to do it. She didn't feel good enough. She's in top 10. She'll be touring all summer. And who knows, she could possibly win the damn thing. Her mom sent me a text says, this week's going to be even better, more powerful. And I'm kind of looking at it going, I'm not a Twilight follower, but that's a pretty good song. So please stop being the negative. I want 3 people to just kind of like a dream that maybe nobody knows, feel comfortable sharing. I've got 2. Right? They're kind of like not dream dreams, but they're more goals. Do you guys understand what a TED Talk is? Okay. TED Talks are outside the box thinking for people that just don't follow the norm, don't follow the crowd. I am dying someday to stand on that stage for the 20-minute limit and just let it go. So I'm working on everything I can. Last week was kind of geared towards getting there, hoping someday I could do one. The second thing is the McCall conference with 4,000 plus people. It's an honor to have a keynote. I'm working my butt off someday to do that. And as it was with Thursday's keynote, I almost went to the bathroom and threw up for the first time. And those of you who know me as a speech teacher with confidence and things like that, it was right here. Thank God I didn't eat breakfast. It's pretty much just like a really bad Mountain Dew burger. And I got 2 off trying to get it 7 o'clock in the morning. So, anybody want to share one? Goal, major goal, something that maybe we don't know will show some guts, break a path. You seem to do invisibility with come on.
Alright, now that you made a chicken noise, now I want to...
Kentucky Fried Chicken, but anyway.
chicken roll. First place.
It's an intrinsic reward of, oh boy, I put it out there, now I gotta do it.
No, like you made me want to do a chicken goal. The goal of my chickens.
Thank you for making the connection, because I was lost. Okay, do kind of elaborate or anything? What do you got?
I did.
You got a chicken goal.
Showmanship.
Okay, showing at 4-H. What is the category or whatever?
First place in showmanship.
You can show a chicken.
Yeah. You know what?
What do
I
you-
did that in speech.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember exactly what.
Tell him, Mariah. Tell him what we do.
Yeah.
I showed him.
I know you did, but I hold it. I forgot.
All right, just 2 steps.
Okay. But how long does it approximately take to show one? About 3-4 minutes?
I'd say like if
5.
you're 5, 10.
Yeah.
If you're really good, like if you're asking like a bunch of questions,
Yeah.
then it probably takes like 10 minutes.
If you're doing good, they'll ask you a lot of questions.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something really grossified, literally.
Sure.
Do you, what do you do with the chicken after it wins? You
Well,
breed it, you
sell it.
sell it, you eat it.
No.
Okay, cool.
No, honestly, we've tried to eat them and they're disgusting. Don't ever eat a pet chicken.
Okay, I'm all over that.
Yeah. They're like really hard to chew.
Okay. Now she goes into detail.
You want me to go into detail. You asked me to.
Yeah,
so
we're
I
good.
did.
Gotcha. So you want show a chicken. What else? Chickens. Yes.
I want to be generous because like if I do something really, really great, like with help, I want it to be recognized.
Absolutely. Can you imagine just sitting down? When my wife and I have finished this book. I'm hoping we can finish it this summer. We want to be on Oprah. Problem is, my wife won't go on stage with me. She's scared of what I'll say and what I'll do. But I'd love to be sitting on Oprah. I don't watch Ellen that much, but I grew up watching Oprah, so it's kind of like a goal if we ever finish this. Hopefully we can get on.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I want to, after my school media career through college, I want to join my cousin Courtney. She travels all around the world and goes to like the underprivileged countries and helps out. Does stuff as simple as teaching little kids like how to brush their teeth and stuff like that.
It'd be amazing when we take for granted that they don't know how to fulfill it. That would be cool. That would be cool. I was waiting to say we're going to jump on the Euro rail and just travel. Now, have you guys seen Hostel? Yeah, just checking. That kind of freaked me out. Of course, I had to watch Hostel 2. Then I watched Hostel 3. It was in Vegas. God, between those and Saw, man, we got the men of the world out there. All right, just a little warm up to get your brains going along that lines. Couple of things. Number one, you should all be in Moodle right now. Now, a couple things. With Moodle, I gotta be honest with you. Let's see if this shit pop up. Just a second. I had some Google glitches going on. Yeah, I did. With Moodle, when you go in and log into your Moodle accounts, my class will pop up. You're in there. You guys, I'm gonna not lie to you. What I've been doing is combined Moodle and Googling. I put together a presentation this year called Moogling. The best of Moodle with Google, and it's just kind of exploding. So that's what I'm teaching during the summer. I got done last week doing. I'm only using Moodle for quizzes, tests, and lessons. That's it. Everything else is in Google. Now, I do have a section in here, when you look and you scroll down for Frankenstein, there's a whole bunch of project ideas and things like that that I haven't put in Google yet, but they're coming. As soon as I get them all in there, you'll get a mass email that says it's there. So when you feel like, oh God, I gotta check Moodle, syllabus, number one. Number two, everything's in Google. I just got a few more things to add. Number three, that senior open house calendar. If you didn't get it or haven't been invited to it, there's like 3 ways now. One is, if you're in Moodle, you go right here, click the bottom right-hand box, Google Calendar. If you're already logged into Google, it'll add it right like that into your thing. You'll see it in your Google pop up. Number two, if you go back to J. Gross Productions, those of you who have not taken the survey, I got 53 out of 94 seniors I have right now. Only 53 have done it. Go into J. Gross Productions. When you click on that page, there's the survey. The senior open house calendar is right underneath it. Same situation. Click the Google Plus, you're in. Okay? So that's where we're at. But as you take a look at this, and you won't see, you're going to see everything I've got. Here's your primaries. There's the Google folder. It'll take you right to it. There's the rules and syllabus lesson that is due by next Wednesday. Those of you that had me last try it, so you know it's super easy. You go through, it's over my classroom rules. How many times do teachers start to try? They go over all the rules with you. And you have to hear it for 5 class periods a day. I'm putting it on you. Go read them. Mr. Gross, I didn't know you took late work. You born in a friggin' bubble, Helen Keller? Come on! There's no way. Everybody's known that for like 20 years. So the bottom line is get that done by next Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Portfolio lesson phase 1, I brought it over. I'm going to keep revamping it. You're going to see changes throughout the try. It's exactly the same as it was last try. Then, 2 examples, Hannah and Levi's. Now, I offered this, but I didn't talk about it. When you take a look at what she's done in the last 2 weeks, she used Wix. She liked Moodle. Stop. She liked Weebly. But it wasn't enough for her, okay? She wanted to have something outside the box. You know, Hannah, Little Rockhead, I love it. So she came in and used Wix. I have no problem with what you use, you guys. And when you come in, she took 3 of the topics and just went, my skills, my passions, my resume. You can do the exact same thing on Weebly. But you go into her skills section and you click on this. Skills, knowledge, and experience. Look at the pictures. You can scroll over them. You can scroll through them. Weebly has this too. She talks about it over here. And that gives you that. Communication literacy. Here's one of her speeches that she did inside speech class, talks all about it. She's trying to get a job with a photographer right now. She's working, trying to get in there for an interview, so we've been polishing this up, and I actually used it last week to show it. The bridge activity. Cahoon's class, see if she's got the one for standing on. Yeah, she stood on it. She actually stood on the bridge right there, free. That's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool when you look at that. Critical thinking, problem solving. Here's the ACT, and you can click on these, they get bigger. So if somebody needs to see that, standardized test scoring, that's all right. We get down there. Proficiencies, here it is. Here's the BPA production that they did. Here's the citizenship. Here's the student council stuff with that kind of stuff. So now you come back to the top, go back to the home section. When you look at the resume, you click right here. She's got her passions with photography and stuff. You can read it right here, the things that she's working on. She's going to polish this up a little bit. There's some boo-boos, but it's a nice start. Across here, all the people that we can contact, you want to download a copy. Then when you get up here to the top, you go to more, check out the personal testimony section. Down here's 3 letters of rec. Here's the one I wrote, downloadable. Here's the one Willett wrote, downloadable. Here's the one somebody else wrote down here. And one thing I'm not crazy about, this should say Hannah Yesmet Rec Letter 1, Hannah Yesmet Rec Letter 2. You guys ever download something and lose it? So that's where you want to make sure you got it. Once you start looking through your downloads, there's the person's name with the number right there. So I am offering prom tickets for the best portfolio. This is your front run leader, okay? That doesn't mean, oh God, I could never do that. Get up, come on, people. A little ticked off, go do it. Look what Levi did. I know I've shown you this before, a lot of you guys. The only thing different between his and hers, she did a passion page, he did his project page. And this was his Eagle Scout project where he's the one that came up with the sign. He quickly talks about it, 33 seconds right there, but those signs on Shepherd. He tore down the old wood ones, put up some really nice metal ones that are weather resistant, raised all the money, they should be good for like 50 years. He called me up, we actually helped put the one up together in like 110 degree heat. I love down on the bottom, this could be cleaner because I don't like the way home and personal information. The information is actually supposed to be over here. But if you click it at the bottom, it does take you through the whole thing. There's a difference in the way a resume looks. He put his stuff by order of importance. I love that. Valedictorian, Alpha Beta, Isabella. You go down and you just start looking at it, and then of course at the bottom, downloadable copy. Levi J. Smith resume. He's got his name. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I got to cover portfolio on a different day, but I want to get you started. By May 1st, I will narrow it down to 5. I will send it out to my friends. They'll help vote. I'll make the final decision. I'll pay you for your prom tickets, which I believe this year was $50. So, rec letters. Along that line, will you do me a huge favor, Strauss? That left light, will you flick it up? When we get to rec letters, you guys, this is simple. PPE. Personal, professional, educational. Personal. Somebody you've known, like your next door neighbor who's the best for you, an adult who can speak highly of you, watched you grow up, be good, maybe make some mistakes, turn out to be the wonderful people that you are today. Somebody personal to you, professional. You worked for them in a legal enterprise. Okay, not counting out grams and little things like that, but I'm saying you did it legally, and they can write you a rec letter. Educational, anybody involved in a school system, bus driver, custodian, administrator, coach, teacher, you decide. Mr. Gross, I've never had a job I got paid for. Okay, what have you done? I volunteer a lot. Awesome. Go do it under 2 professional. Can we have 3 professional? Sure. I think the most sound is have 3 on the bottom of your resume that people can call, have 3 separate rec letters. You got 6 people that can say great things about you. That's the way I would put this together. 3 are required. I have the due date. It's not on the syllabus yet as we take a peek. I gotta believe it's gonna be about the 1st or 2nd week of May. So Power School's up to date. All the due dates are on there. You guys can get a good feel for it. It's connected right in with the syllabus. Everything's dead on. Here's the other thing. I am beyond swamped. And I'm not making excuses, trust me. If you ask me, I'm going to look you in the eye and I might say to Mr. Fish, do me a huge favor, send me a text, send me an email, and thump me in the head next week. I make sure I remember your rec level. Klein asked me first try. I'm still trying to get to it. I've got a list of about 6 or 7. It's either you or you I want to. It might be both. Dickman, Fussman? Okay, it's you. I think it's you. I didn't forget you. I'm working my way through because I don't do a copy-paste can. Here's a female template. Here's a male template. I sit down and write them individually. So I'm not going to give you guys something you can't unless I'm one of those in case it's a portfolio for another class. Otherwise, I write them individually. But if somebody gives you a hard time outside of the school district, you could even notice on the Hannahs, and some people don't know how to write them. They don't. So what do? Number one, don't keep asking. Number two, I have one student who has asked somebody, and the person looked at him and said, I've never written one, what do I do? The student said, you want me to write my own? You can sign it if you agree with it, or I'll make changes. The guy went, oh my God, please. So the kid's actually writing his own rec letter, take it back, the guy's gonna read it, and then he'll sign it. Following me? Because I had a kid one year come to me, kind of looked at me and said, Mr. Rose, what do I do with this? He lays it out. I can't make this up. It was a napkin. It was a napkin. The guy wrote a felt tip pen on it, wrote in the rec letter. So-and-so's been working for me for the last little while. It was like 6 sentences, and he signed it with the name. I went, question. Can you type that up, put it in Microsoft Word, take it back to him? The guy was so ecstatic. He didn't know how to type. He'd never done one before. Don't really rip people apart, you guys, because a lot of them won't take the time to go Google it and look at a real rec letter. My point has always been, I talk a bunch as a student, I talk a bunch as a person. There's 2 separate paragraphs with an intro that tells you. I have a copy of it if you need it. I'll send it. I'll throw it out in the Google folder so you can show people. Do not wait. You know I said this first and second try. Get these suckers. It's worth 100 points in the homework category. This girl's going to finally get 2. Okay? 66.6. If I only get 1. 33.3. If I don't get any, nothing. It's okay. You're not going to be held back from graduation. You're going to lose like 1. If you had a 98, you're going to go up to a 97. Oh, then I'm not doing it. Okay. Boy, you'll show me. Mock interviews this Friday. How many are going? Kind of killed that conversation, but here's the deal. If you do go, get a signature, get a sign that you were there, and give you extra credit on your portfolio up to a 3rd grade. So if you bring it back, you attended, you went through the process, bring it back. Let me know. Yo. They're going to Central. I don't believe the 10,000 people involved will change it for you, but it's Friday. Seriously, they go up to Central and they're stationed. You can walk around, you do an interview, then they stop and they ask you a whole bunch of questions. Then they give you an evaluation of what you did, how you dressed, your appearance, your stature. It's almost like speech class when you talk about body language and everything. So it's just a nice thing, but that's what it is. Wednesday, tomorrow, I'll be here, but I won't be here. PD day. I'm recording this because I've got 7 students who contacted me about the information. I'm not going to go into it. Enough said. I'm here, but I'm not here. Text me, grab me down in the media center in the back thing if it's an emergency. Otherwise, you got time to get started on the portfolios is what I'd like you to start. Okay? Get that, time to look at Hannah's, kind of look at Levi's. Portfolio competition is simple. I'm thinking about throwing in dinner in case there's a top winner and then another winner. I've got some extra pop bottle money this year. I'll get it out to you in a second. So. You haven't? How many have not gone in and filled this out yet? How many not? Okay. Try to get that done by the end of today because I'm going to be done here well before the big game's on the 12th. Okay? Get that done, go to home, go to the survey, take it, please. Now, I already talked to you about Moodle. Anyone in here not using Gmail? Double, triple check it. Still have 1 Yahoo user. You are a Yahoo. We're good. G Drive folder. Inside of it, I've gone through. I'm going to show you later how to do it, but please make sure you've taken the survey. What was kind of crazy, out of 53 people, there was 12 people without smartphones. That's amazing. That's amazing the world we live in. It's amazing how much you're going to have in your hands. Here's the one. Please don't let me freak you out, because I know some of you, please don't have children, but imagine the world your kids are going to live in. Within 2 years, I'm going to call it. See those glasses you're wearing? Those Google glasses I had, you'll have it right inside your glasses. Imagine the world your kids are going to grow up in. You know,
That's scary.
yeah.
You hear about the lady in California who got tagged for using Google glasses?
Is this because people are worried about the invasion of privacy?
And she had already told her.
Yeah. It's getting crazy, you guys, because the Google Glass right now, there's a huge suit going on with privacy issue. Let's just say, because I happen to be looking at Mr. Carrick, he finds a very attractive young lady in the bar, and he quickly just kind of looks like he's scratching, starts recording certain for tennis shoes, for instance. He likes them. And you can't tell, there's no little button on there. There's no little button that shows it's recording, but he's all of a sudden really likes the way the laces are tied. You know, and kind of crawls along the floor and looks at the bottom of the shoe. Or he takes his glasses off and just holds them in his hand and walks by to see the bottom of the shoe. And I'm sorry I'm giving some of the ideas, and some of the guys are like, dude.
I need glasses.
But I'm saying it's a different world we're growing up in. And I'll show you if you guys want to see it. Did I show you the new Pizza Hut ordering? How to order at Pizza Hut in California? You got to see this. Yeah. Syllabus, here's the deal. Mr. Ross, what are we doing today? What do I say? Please check the syllabus. Number one, I can't remember. I can't. That's why I write it down. It's right there. Please do. GCal, don't forget, set it up for your personal use. If you do not know house seating, and then the open house one, I can't believe how many are coming out there. I have added prom and banquet. I got to be positive. Don't quote me, but it's the Sunday, June 1st at 7 o'clock right here. Am I right, or is it 2 o'clock? I want to be sure, that's why it's not on there.
Graduation.
Graduation is Sunday. Yeah. 7 or 2? I've heard both, and nobody's confirmed. As soon as it's confirmed, you'll get email, texting, and it'll be posted.
Like 7 a.m.?
Okay, I was just gonna say.
I just wouldn't walk.
Hey, focus. When they pass you the crack pipe, smash it. Stop smoking it. God, 7. I want to see how many seniors would show up. You know how many we have late? I want to know how many parents would show up for a 7 a.m. graduation. Silly girl. Classroom rules and lesson. Read the page, stay with me. This is where I need a taser. You guys are paying me to taser some of your friends.
I have a little laser.
Come back! I'm sorry, wishful thinking. Classroom rules and lesson. Quiz Wednesday. I tell you what though, ADD teacher, that would be a heck of a fun
Come back.
Total. If I sold tickets for $5 a piece and the winner gets to tase me at an assembly.
That would be a huge
If you guys would raise at least 10 grand, I might think about it. I mean, what's the worst I could swear? Hey, I want you to read this article with. Cutting that out of the video. I know, I'm just white trash. Huge favor. Glad we had something light before we get into something heavy. You guys, when you look around and you look at your classmates, and I gotta be straight up, you have a good class. You really do. I put it in one of my top 5 in my teaching career. You got some turds, but you know, everybody needs that part of the anatomy. Okay? So we'll do that. But here's the thing. It happens every single year that this comes down to this, and I get the question. It'll be hit about May 9th, those last 2 weeks. Okay? What can I do now? I'm close to failing and I'm not going to graduate. What can I do now? What can I do now? The question is, what could you have done? And this is from a college professor. It's called My Turn Making the Grade. It's in the G Drive and it's here. There's a couple questions of this on the pre-test of the final and the final. I'm going to read it to you. Many students wheedle for a degree as if it were a freebie t-shirt. It was a rookie error. After 10 years, I should have known better, but I went to my office the day after final grades were posted. Never, ever. There was a tentative knock on the door. Professor Weisenfeld, I took your Physics 2121 class. I flunked it. I was wondering, is there anything I can do to improve my grade? I thought, why are you asking me? Isn't it too late to worry about it? Dislike making declarative statements? After the student gave his tale of woe and laughed, the phone rang. I got a D in your class. Is there any way you can change it to incomplete? Then the email assault begins. I'm shy about coming to talk to you, but I'm not shy about asking for a better grade anyway. It's worth a try. The next day, 3 phone messages from students asking me to call them. Profs don't do that. Gross doesn't do that. Time was, when you received a grade, that was it. You might moan and groan, but you accepted it as the outcome of your efforts or lack thereof. Yes, sometimes a tougher grade. Yes, sometimes a tougher grade. In the last few years, however, some students have developed this disgruntled consumer approach. If they don't like their grade, they go to the return counter to trade it in for something better. What alarms me is their indifference towards grades is an indication of personal effort and performance. Many, when pressed about why they think they deserve a better grade, admit they don't deserve one, but they would like one anyway. I like the attitude. They're trying. Why are they trying now and we're trying earlier? Having been raised on gold stars for effort and smiley faces for self-esteem, they've learned that they can get by without hard work and real talent if they can talk the professor or schmooze into giving them a break. This attitude's beyond cynicism. There's a weird innocence to the assumption that one expects, even deserves, a better grade by begging for it. With that outlook, I guess I shouldn't be as flabbergasted as I was that 12 students asked me to change their grades after final grades were posted. That's 10% of my class. Let 3 months of midterms, quizzes, lab reports slide to a long past remedy. My graduate student calls it hyper-rational thinking. If effort and intelligence don't matter, why should deadlines? What matters is getting a better grade through an undeserved bonus. Maximum return for minimal effort. The academic equivalent of a freebie t-shirt or toaster giveaway. Rewards are disconnected from the quality of one's work. An act and its consequences are unrelated random events. Here's my transfer. Let's do this for a second. Jalen, I'm going to pick on you for a second. Holly Fussman, because I was talking to you guys earlier. Higher level achievers. Usually do their stuff ahead of time. Go through everything you do. You shoot for that May 14th deadline. You're done May 14th. Probably a lot of you are going to go after that. You'll probably get it too. Z comes into me. Senior's Day is the 23rd. He's sitting at a 55.9%. Mr. Gross, is there anything I can do? And I let him. How do you two feeling? Ooh, I got to look at that. That was pure estrogen shooting across the table. And those of you that hit the May 14th and got those last 2 weeks, do you feel that's fair? No, you got guys kind of doing that stuff. So you guys, I can't hurt the ones who the overachievers for the underachievers. I have had kids miss 11 assignments already between first and second try. Take 11 zeros and don't understand why I didn't pass them. Now they're gonna be back in junior English next year. I'm talking about juniors. Back in junior English next year as with seniors, which I just can't understand. But my point is, I'm not doing it to punish you. You got the grades you earned, and if I change it, you ought to see the looks that went around the room and the nose. It's not fair. It's not. Their arguments for wheedling better grades, excuse me, often ignore academic performance. Perhaps they feel it's not relevant. If my grade isn't raised to a D, I'll lose my scholarship. If you don't give me a C, I'll flunk out. Once a student, sincerely an overwrought student, pleaded, if I don't pass, my life is over. It's tough to deal with. Apparently, I'm responsible for someone's losing a scholarship, flunked out, or deciding whether or not life has meaning. Perhaps these students see me as a commodities broker with something they want, a grade. If I could just give away grades, it'd go to the most money. I'm gonna make cash off these things. I got 1A, who's paying the most? I got about 5 A minuses. I got 10 B pluses. I got 10 Bs. B minuses, I'm gonna kind of play a game here. I only got 2. See what the price jacks up. Can you see how you could play that game? Yeah, some of you are going, oh, I'm really a C student, but I need a B to keep my grade level, so I need a national understanding. Play the game. In the society saturated with surface values, love of knowledge for its own sake sounds eccentric. The benefits of fame and wealth are more obvious, so it's right to blame students for reflecting superficial values saturating our society. Now, this is where I go. Stop reading. I'll leave you the last 4 paragraphs to yourself. Fish is going. Here's questions. Maybe. Depends on how much caffeine I've had. You guys, bottom line, attack the grades now. Because just for a second, picture May 14th. I'll bet you a lot of you, this is the only class you have that you really have to have. The rest are a dual I'll just take because my friends are taking it. I mentor like 4 hours. I'm an aide for 7 hours. And that's what, and then I got gross. Imagine being done May 14th. I can't make it. It's so student pro. So if you fail, there's nothing I can do, you guys. Don't even pass. Because I'm just going to look at you and go talk to Digman. Look at that face. I'm just not saying. So make sure you read the rest of that, you guys, because most college profs admit to passing that out. So when they pass that out, go, can I go to the bathroom? My high school teacher already said that to me. Here's the deal. This could be a curveball. How many of you read Tuesdays with Morrie with me junior year? Okay. How many have read it with Willett? Oh, there's a couple of them.
What was it?
Tuesdays with Morrie. Okay. I don't know how you got through without it. Yeah, junior year.
Yeah, we never read that, and I was like, why is
You
it
guys tell me on Julia.
We're gonna Julia junior year?
freshman year.
You should have been freshman year. Crack pipe, don't pass it to her, okay? Whoa. What is this? Whoa. Hey, 5 people, let's do this. Tuesdays with Morrie. A teacher that Mitch Album had, who's a Detroit writer, who I passed up having dinner with, even though I did commit to my friends to play poker and I didn't want to blow them off, but I had dinner with this guy and I gave away the ticket. Mitch Album wrote a thing about his former teacher that he met with on Tuesdays when he found out he had Lou Gehrig's disease. And he went through the whole thing about how the guy taught him about life and appreciating the moment, which a lot of you talked about yesterday. Appreciate the moment. Take it to the next level. The 5 people you meet in heaven. Whoa, are you going to have to look inside yourself when you read this? But it's a quick read. It's like 120, 25 pages. But this guy gets to heaven and he starts looking back at the lives that influenced him and the lives that he influenced, not even really knowing. Okay? Now, it's online. I gave you one you can read right in Moodle. I got you a PDF version you can read right in Google. They were free online. I found them. There's no copyright, no nothing. Or you can check it out from the library. Here's the deal. They are not due 1 through 8 until May 9th, and then 1 through 8, and then bless you, 9 through 15 are not due until the 19th. Last year I just opened them all up. They were all due on the 19th. What happened? Oh, and here's the best part. Nobody did them till the last day. Those that didn't even start found out the curveball. I got a heck of a curveball. It goes right at your head and just snaps off to the outside corner. You do the first test. If you get a 90 or higher, the second opens. And so on, and so on, and so on. Yeah, so you wait till that last night. It can be a long night. And I think that like those last, 9 through 15, is that 7 of them? Maybe it's a 95 on those. I don't know. I haven't looked. Bad teacher. Making us learn and suffer. Can you do them in groups? You can work with each other. Absolutely. Have the book right next to you. Have it open in another window. It's not like they're going to be up. They're up from now on. You get started on it right now. So tomorrow, if I'm down there, you don't feel like working on a portfolio, read the first chapter, take the first quiz. That's all you got to do. But I'm telling you. Did anybody have me for junior year with Into the Wild? Same thing. That was hell. Okay? So that's where that goes. By the way, every single one of those quizzes goes in the quiz file, so you'll be okay. Finally, last but not least, before I turn you loose to start attacking today, senior video. There's 2 aspects to this. There is banquet and there is graduation. Banquet. I like to have fun. Bloopers, goofy stuff you guys have got. We can sit there in our own little world, just laugh, maybe a few tears here and there, and have some fun. Remember, I need you to supply me with the material to get your friends. Bring them to me. Need what?
Does she call the main female?
Oh, God. Don't show them.
I'm trying to picture Kilimanjaro Mountain right now and not think about you. And not think of E.T.
Justin and Rachel.
Oh.
That
Jessica Biel, Jessica
I got a video
Alba,
of it.
Megan Fox.
Just go home.
You do what you got to do.
That picture's
I'll
awesome.
make sure to send you that.
Here's the deal. Video. I need video in QuickTime format, okay? So what that is, it's simple. If you have, see after the end of the video, MP4 or .mov, I need those 2 formats. You bring it to me on a disk, a thumb drive, I will load it, turn it right around and give it to you. I'm dropping it into the senior video file, all right? That's what I'm doing, picture-wise. You can send them to me to emails. Just here's the problem, you guys. What I'll get, and this is, you gotta realize, it's tough. And this year's gonna be really tough to put together. You'll send me an email that's got 10 pictures, and I just download all right into the folder. Then you'll send me one that's got 1 or 2. Then you'll send me one that's got 1. Now I'll get another 25. Send them to me all in one shot. Save them up, hit them, so I can save my time. The other thing is what's going to happen? It's happened every year I've done this. I did not do it 1 year and it didn't work at graduation. Interesting. Some people have so many pictures. They send me. I had one girl last year send me 120 pictures. Okay? It happens every year. She's got a lot of her friends in it and stuff, but she's in every one. At the end of the discs, I put every picture everybody gave me. If you want to get the 4, it's usually a 4 or 5 disc thing, like I show you up there. But it's, I put everything everybody sent me, just cut it to some free copyright music I've got, so you see everything for the rest of your life. But if I get people that don't send me pictures, and I hear you whining and complaining in the hallway, I'll slap you. I'm totally serious. I can't do anything if I don't have anything. And that doesn't mean between now and then, Maple Syrup Festival, things that are going on, you can't jump into some pictures and get them to me. That's what I'm looking for. And my goal is to have every single senior in at least 5 pictures. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Now, the video can only be 12 minutes long. Banquet is always long. I usually play about 15 minutes, but I usually keep the graduation one like 10 minutes or so. But try to do this. If you have one that you absolutely have special meaning and it's cool, it's easy to just click it, the information, put a star on it. Then when it comes through, if you can't do this, send it to me individually. Mr. Gross, this is my most favorite picture of all time. Send it to me and I'll drop it in. It's got a good chance it's going to make it. But here's the thing. Between 5 and 10 years ago, that class didn't get a video. They didn't send me. I had like less than 50 pictures. There's no point. There's no point in me wasting my time. So that's where it comes from. So questions on that? Okay, yeah.
I've heard you also have that video and you don't know how to change it now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have absolutely no recall. I remember nothing. No, absolutely not. Do I keep all kinds of video stuff? I keep everything. If they ever try to get rid of me here, this whole empire is coming down. I've got video pictures of every important person that could possibly be damaged to me, backed up 3 times.
Backed up 3 times.
How about the wedding videos I've shot of former students and their, let's just say friends, relatives, and others behind when I do interviews, like around 10 o'clock at night. I can't share with you what I've seen and had to deal with. I begged for no nudity, but for some reason, guys have to just strip down to their boxer shorts and just stand there with 2 beers. One was a cop from Staggett. He had a gun strapped to his leg with dress socks, dress shoes, and he's standing there in boxers with 2 Heinekens. Battled on for 5 minutes giving them marital advice, and as he walked away, guys, you know how boxers tend to spread open? Life is good to me so well. Finally, just to give you a little something, come around the 9th, I'm going to start accepting these. When you go for an interview, you have to send a resume. They have these packets at Staples. I'm probably going to buy 2. And I'll have them come first serve. I just got to get over there and see what they've got. There is nothing more impressive than going to an interview and handing each one of the people. If you find out it's a group, it's like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 people. Handing them each one of these. They open it up. You've got in here, and I don't have mine yet. I didn't print it off yet. I wanted to make sure it was a laser printer, not my dot matrix type thing. This is sitting in here. Now imagine that with your resume right there. And some of these even come with business cards. I'm going to start showing you guys different business cards. My new ones arrived yesterday. Wait till you see the top of the line business cards that are out there versus a nice business card versus one you make on your own. I want you to see the difference in 3. But you open this up and here's their resume. Maybe a cover letter on top. How about those 3 letters of rec copied and printed right here? And maybe the business card is wedged in right here that they can take and give each person one. And when you feel this, it's so nice. This is usually where I take the portfolio. Whatever your portfolio grade was, you go get this, you put this all together, it goes 1 full grade up. It's got to be perfect. You have to have a perfect resume at the top. But this is kind of neat because I had, you guys probably remember Sean Yost. Sean's down, he's working for Apple, he's been flying all over the world and stuff. He still uses this today to apply for jobs. It works. It really does, you guys. But that's something to look forward to, and I'll give you some more tips as we go. Sorry I took so long. Do you want to see the Pizza Hut thing or no? Yeah. This, you're not going to believe this. This is absolutely mind-boggling. Well, I don't mean to make you too hungry.
I'm already
It's YouTube. God, this yes. Here we go. Unbelievable. Watch the phone. Will you catch the left light? Watch the phone. He sets it right down. That's the key. The left light. All the light. What size you want? Wide. Oh. Crust. Sauce and cheese. Oh, over. Little cheese, no. Double cheese. The ingredient gets better out of the pack. Side order, wings. Look how he's paying. Credit. Done. Now, they're playing the games on his phone while they wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, two things. You better be up on technology. What did you notice was missing from that? Meaty, fishy, fishy. Oh, what is going on here? Hold on. Oh, this was really good. Good commercial. No. Fish. I like your answer. What was missing? Did you see? How many of you guys in here happen to be a waiter or a waitress? Not even that. But that kind of just, that pizza can come right out from the kitchen, from a kitchen helper. You don't need a waiter or a waitress anymore. I kind of looked at that going, oh, love it, but is that going to cut out jobs?
Wait,
Wow.
how is it? Is it like eating on that thing that's like in the stuff on it?
No clue. No clue. I just
Yeah,
know
what
that to
happens
order
when you
that.
split your
You,
own
it's changing the world we live in, you guys. That is absolutely unbelievable. So, hey, today, if you haven't taken the survey, please do. Number 1. Number 2, I'll get you into the folder as soon as you do. Just give me a yellow so I can get you in. Number 3, you can start getting started on the portfolio, class rules and syllabus, all that good stuff we talked about. Any questions going once? Twice.
Oh, can I go return this?
3 times. What is it? Look. Yeah. Attack.
I'm ready Monday for Germany. So
You got it. If you look at the due dates, especially in college schools,